Hi guys, it's Brett from Charge Gaming, and today I'll be showing you the Hunter class in the Minecraft game mode Annihilation. So this video will cover the pros and cons of the Hunter class, and teach you tips and tricks in getting kills and winning a game. The Hunter class is the players want to support their team by placing sneaky traps and creating an army of wolves. The Hunter spawns with a wooden axe, pickaxe, spade, a sword, a slowness pressure pad, a damage pressure pad, and a fire pressure pad. This class has two main abilities, its wolves and its pressure pads. My personal favourite is the wolves. On its very first spawning, as in the first time you join a match, the Hunter spawns with one wolf. This wolf will have the name of whose wolf it is on the top and the colour of your team. His collar will also display the colour of the team on it. The Hunter's wolf cannot be hit by yourself or teammates, meaning you don't have to watch out for hitting it. You do have the ability to make the wolf sit, which makes it so he can't run and attack someone, but most of the time I'd make him stand. Every time you get a kill, and that's you not your wolf, you gain a wolf. This ability stacks up to 5 wolves. It's pretty easy to gain all 5 wolves, and once you have them, they're a really powerful weapon. Each wolf does a whole heart of damage on players in leather armour, which is surprisingly quite a lot of damage. However, the damage isn't true damage, so it does get affected by armour. A full diamond player won't take very much damage from a wolf. In order for your wolves to attack a player, you can hit the enemy, or they can hit you. This will automatically set their aggro on them. The wolves don't have that much health, so try not to let the enemies kill them. They can easily get two-shotted with a wooden sword, but most of the time the enemy is trying to kill you, so he won't necessarily attack the wolves. In the next update, wolves are getting buffed with speed and more health, so don't rely on what the video says, as it may be outdated. The other ability the Hunter gets is the ability to place traps. These come in the form of a pressure pad, and get activated when the enemy steps on them. The 3 different types the Hunter has are slowness, damage, and fire. The slowness pressure pad has a grey item name. Once stepped on by an enemy, it gives the player slowness 2 for 5 seconds, which on the face looks pretty pathetic, but this really is the highlight of all the pressure pads. Slowness 2 is unbelievably slow. Any enemy that steps on it are pretty much dead, as you can sprint, jump and hit them around whilst they struggle to reach you. The damage pressure pad has a purple name. Once stepped on by an enemy, it deals 2 hearts of damage, roughly the same as hitting someone in leather armour with a stone sword. This pad is a real angel at dealing initial damage to the player. It really helps if you're in a similarly ranked fight. The last pressure pad is the fire one, which has a red name. Once stepped on by an enemy, it sets them ablaze for 2 to 3 seconds, and deals roughly around 2.5 hearts. The fire pad does slightly more damage than the damage one. It also freaks the enemy out, as fire is a real buzz shocker. These pads are easy to place down, just right click it on the floor. They don't have an end of use time. Once you've placed them down, they are there forever, unless you remove them. To remove them, simply break them and they'll go back into your inventory. If it's you that's broken them, you won't be given a cooldown. However, if an enemy sets them off, they'll go back to your inventory with a cooldown of 60 seconds. A coloured block of wool will be under the pressure pad that signifies the team. This will make it easy to determine whether the trap is good or bad. Getting a kill with a pressure pad will grant you a wolf just like a normal kill. If you use all the pressure pads together, it will deal the enemies around 4 hearts, which is a pretty decent amount. But if you have multiple hunters, and they all place their pressure pads on the floor, you'll do an insane amount of damage. These pads are great on people that are invis rushing, as when they hit them, they reveal the player. A good tactic is to place them on areas that the player can access the nexus. Some good places to put the traps are on sky bridges, or another 1 block wide walkways, doorways, tunnels, and twists. You could also just place them on the ground whilst fighting, and position them in a place that will hurt the enemy. I think this class is really nicely balanced, and I love how the 2 abilities work together, but the downside is that when you spawn you get very limited hotbar space. You only get 1 extra space, and that's usually for melons. If you want to see more of the Hunter class, then check out our playthrough, where I hook up with some of the Team Phoenix members and use our traps and wolves to dominate the battlefield. Oh, this guy just did it! He just died! There's an assassin, he just ran in there and died. Alright, let's do this, no strength rush.
Oh my god, we can do this.
I'm recording.
No strength, la la la.
I'm just gonna assassinate him while you guys distract him at the back.
Oh my god, we're so many.
Go, go, go!
We are wrecked. No,
No,
we're
we are
better
not
than wreck. Wreck your strengths with it.
Hey, you have a spade?
Eradicate him, come on.
We can do this.
Charge.
Take up post spam guards, gonna flank.
Now we can move on to the rating of the Hunter. For useful, I leave it an 8 out of 10. You can create an army of wolves or support the team by placing traps. For killing, I leave it a 6 out of 10. The wolves do quite a bit of damage to leather noobs, and the fire and damage pads also have high amounts of damage. For fun, I leave it a 9 out of 10. It's really fun to play, guys. If you ignore the trap side of things, because that's quite complex, I just like running around and letting my wolves do all the dirty work. For ease of use, I only give it a 3 out of 10. It's quite hard to place the traps in hidden effective positions, and the wolves take time to build up. For troll, I only give it a 6 out of 10. Killing someone with a wolf and hidden trap is pretty satisfying. So the overall rating is I only give it a 7 out of 10. It's a really good class of supporting the team and defending a nexus, but I think the wolves are the highlight of the class. It's just really fun collecting them. Thanks for watching, guys. Check out our other class videos and give us a sub, give us a comment and give us a like. We'll see you guys next time.